Hete Poo, everybody. I hope y'all doing well this grand rising. So, I'm going to get a message from my ancestors. I already put the scripture, and they gave me the scripture, Matthew 27:45, and this is interesting because this is how I was feeling. And I'm sure like a lot of the chosen are feeling at this time. So the scripture says, so Matthew 27:45 says, from noon until 3 in the afternoon, darkness came over all the land. So it says that this verse comes during the crucifixion of Jesus, a moment of intense betrayal, suffering, and spiritual weight. Now, I know like a lot of the chosen may not be Christians. Excuse my voice. I know it's a little raspy. Okay. But, I'm not Christian, but I still like to look in the Bible for certain passages that the Most High God, Mother, and Father lead me to. And this is the scripture that I was led to by my ancestors in the Most High. So it's saying that this verse comes through crucifixion of Jesus, a moment of intense betrayal, suffering, and spiritual weight. Context. This is when Jesus is abandoned, falsely accused, and left to suffer. Now, even though he was innocent, pure, and sent in love, so here's of course, like there are people who are going to turn your good into evil. So it's saying that darkness came over all the land. You may be in a season of spiritual darkness or emotional heaviness where things feel clouded and people are turning cold. It may feel like the world has shifted around you, like something pure and good is being met with hate, lies, or betrayal. This darkness could be a betrayal of those you loved and trusted, people being swayed by others, or loss of clarity and truth in your relationships. So it's saying that just like Jesus in the moment, you might feel isolated even though your heart is pure. You're being misunderstood, lied on, or treated unfairly. People may be turning against you out of fear of influence or manipulation, not truth. And yet, even in the darkness, God did not abandon Jesus, even when it felt like it, okay? So, we're going to do some tarot on this. So it says the verse reminds you of suffering. It says, so maybe some of the chosen have had been painted false illusions on their character. So I received the justice card in a reversal position, and this is telling me that there definitely has been unfair treatment when it comes to you, because in the back we have the Empress, and this is a person who's a divine being. This is a person who has a lot of light. So maybe you could be an Empress or an Emperor who has done a lot of work on yourself. So you could be suffering. So they're saying that suffering is not meaningless. You're being shown who is true and who is weak-willed. Just like in the moment of crucifixion, the light was hidden for a while, but not forever. So those who betrayed you will see the light again, and those who stood by and watched will remember your strength. And you are not broken. You're being refined. So definitely seeing you rise up from this, chosen. So chosen, what the divine is wanting to tell you is that you were never meant to blend in the first place. You were sent to break cycles, expose lies, and be a mirror to everything others try to hide. That kind of light will always stir up shadows. So they didn't reject you because of who you are. They rejected you because of your presence and demanded truth. I know it may hurt at this time to be lied on, to be outcast, to watch people you once loved stand with your enemies. But instead, but instead, this, but understand that even Judas sat at the table with Jesus in the Bible. Now listen, I am no Christian, but y'all know Judas sat at the table with Jesus. Okay? So this pain you may be feeling, it's not a punishment, it's proof that you carry something divine, and you are being apart. You are being set apart, not because you are unworthy, but because you are too valuable to be touched by what is beneath you. So you are not broken. You are not refined. You are not being refined. You are not forgotten. You are being hidden, protected for a time of divine revealing. Okay. So, and this is just what happens. So thank your oppressors. Thank the people who are going behind your back, trying to, ending relationships. I also want you to be okay with the relationships that are no longer, the people who have actually believed the lies of your enemies, of the foes. These are people who are showing where they are spiritually. So it's saying so basically, there are going to be consequences for the actions that people are doing to you, chosen. And every tongue that rose against you in lies will choke on the truth. You hear me? So the same ones who mocked your fall will witness your rise. So keep walking, even if you're misunderstood, even when you're alone, even when the truth disappears, because the chosen were never meant to be part of the crowd. So if you feel like there are a lot of people who are falling off, know that these people that are falling off or have fallen off were never for you in the first place. These are people who are finding your light to be too bright. And it's not that you're acting as if you're better, but when you're in a position of love, true love, like a divine love, unconditional love, there are some people who have difficulty with that. And you have to know that you rise above any type of chaotic energy that people try to bring you. So the Most High is saying that the divine is saying that I don't know, like, I don't want to say he or she, but they, maybe the Most High Mother and Father are bringing justice, and they are restoring your name. They are lifting the veil of confusion. The tables are turning, and every setup sent to destroy you is becoming becoming a stage to display glory through you. Okay, this is what this is the prophetic word. So, I received the Justice card, the Empress, the King of Cups, the Magician card with the Devil card. So basically what it's saying is like you were treated unfairly, false narratives, betrayal, manipulation, people judging you through distorted lenses, or standing by while others try to destroy your character. This is a spiritual warfare, not just personal. These cards confirm that the injustice you've experienced was real, but also that divine justice is already in motion, even if not visible. Okay. So the Empress card stands out, if anything. And like if you're a man, woman, and you're chosen, the Empress or the Emperor card is standing out, and it's saying, despite what's been done to you, your energy remains nurturing, creative, and powerful. You are who you are. And no matter how many people try to change the narrative of who you are, your power is within you, and no one can do nothing about that. You are still fertile with purpose. You still full of divine light. The Empress doesn't chase. We don't chase. We attract. We create, and we command energy with grace. Okay, so This is a reminder that you are protected by the divine, and you hold feminine authority. The soil they tried to bury you in is growing your legacy. So you are emotionally intelligent and spiritually grounded and mature with the King of Cups here. And it's showing that even when others try to provoke you or test you, this is your heart centered leadership showing up. Okay, so the King of Cups is saying that you feel everything deeply, but you're not ruled by emotion. Your intuition is guiding you through chaos. And we got the Magician card here. So you hold the tools, you have spiritual authority, you're manifesting from a place of alignment, and this is spiritual calling, not just a personal struggle. So the enemy, your enemies knows that you're powerful. This is why they want to bring you down. That's why that's why the attack has been so strong. But with the Magician card, it reminds you that you are not the victim. You're the alchemist, okay? So with the Devil card, it doesn't attack empty vessels, okay? So the devil doesn't attack empty vessels. You're a threat to darkness because you carry truth. And this is the energy that's been working through others. But it won't win. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, chosen. Stand up, rise up. Don't forget who you are. You were chosen not to be liked, but to be the light. But to be the light, baby. And yes, that means people will lie on you, plot on you, slander your name, and leave. But no matter what they throw at you, they cannot undo your anointing, chosen. Justice is coming, and it's a spirit, and it's spiritual. It's spiritual first, then physical. So people could say whatever they want. But at the end of the day, God has chosen you with the star card that comes out. So at this point, chosen, this is showing me that you are in alignment. There's a lot of divine alignment, hope, healing, and being chosen for a higher purpose. You have a higher purpose that God is letting you know, that God is acknowledging. It comes after the Tower card, okay? So meaning you already been through chaos. You already been through the chaos. You've been through betrayal. You've been through deep loss. And now Spirit is pouring divine light over you, restoring your essence and your name and your destiny. So with the Justice reverse, this is saying that, yeah, there was injustice that happened. You were wrong. You were lied on. You were judged unfairly. There were people who really didn't believe the lies, but because, again, chosen, there are a lot of people that are not healed, people who are weak-minded, that just fall for the bait. And so with the Empress, you are a rising star, chosen, but you are still whole, you still powerful, you still divine, you're still protected. King of Cups here is, your emotion, you have a lot of wisdom at this time, chosen. You're you got like depth to you. You know how to stay calm in storms. This is something that I'm like definitely trying to work on. This is what God is assisting me with, because there are times when I want to just I want to go off. I want to like make, prove to people like, yo, like, I am who I say I am. There are people who think, oh, you think you're all that, you think you better. No one's trying to act better. No one's trying to think that they're all that. No one's trying to do any of that. I'm not trying to do that. I can't help it that I've done the work. If you elevate and you actually were consistent in your life and you did the work, you will become that person too. It's all in you. It's in us, but you have to pull that out of you. You got to heal, so there are people who may be a little jealous. They could be a little mad because you are being shown as a bright light and God is protecting you. So you don't have to be upset about losing people. Chosen, the people that were lost never were supposed to be on your path. There was a timeline. This is why I received the word TikTok and chaos, because behind the energy of TikTok is a lot of chaos. There's a lot of gossiping going on. It's a lot of, just a lot of negativity that is happening because you are actually doing the work to heal. And God is proud of you, chosen. And God is letting you know that, I gave you the tools to create. You are not waiting on no one to rescue you. You never was a Captain Save-A-Ho, and you never was someone who waited on others to assist you or, team up with you. You did this alone with your spiritual team, of course, but you never needed a crowd in order to assist you in healing. Now, you may have needed the experiences to assist you in becoming your best self, but other than that, you did this work on your own because you wanted to become your better self. And so, what I'm seeing here is that, the devil card is here. So yes, you've been under attack for a long time, but not because you're weak. It's because you're a threat to the darkness. You're a threat to people's mask. You see through people's mask. And people are having a difficult time. So they have to do whatever they can to cause distractions in your life. They want to hurt you because they are hurt, chosen. But you cannot be saddened by other people's insecurities. You just have to pray for people's healing and move on with your life. Okay? So with that said, you are the one they couldn't kill, chosen. The one they tried to silence, break, and isolate. But here you are. You still shining, you still rising, and you're still the chosen one. Okay? So this star confirms that, and you could say this, I have not forgotten you. I have marked you. I am healing you. This is what the divine is saying. I have not forgotten you. I have marked you. I am healing you. I am using you to show the world what it looks like when divine favor overrides earthly injustice. You are being realigned with your divine path. The pain was a setup. The pain was a setup, but the glory will be greater than the betrayal. You are the star, not just your story, but of the generation you were born to lead. It's no need to explain. I tried to do some explaining, but then again, it's just like, if a person really rocks with you, there is no way you have to beg a person to be in your life. There is no way you have to have a person see you for who you are. People know who you are when they see you. And so it's their own insecurities that they inflict and project on you, chosen, which causes people to be real fickle towards you because they feel as if they're behind and that they have to catch up when really everyone is on their own spiritual path. And if we all just learn how to focus on ourselves to become our best selves, there will not be issues in having becoming in growing. There will not be issues in growing. And so the ancestors are saying that you're fine, okay? So with the Queen of Swords energy here, this is clarified with the Justice. This is truth with the Moon card. I see that you have victory over this, chosen. You're getting through this. You're completing cycles that are major, chosen. Many people have not gotten to this level. So you got to thank God for the people who have fell off. The people who have gossiped negatively about you, who have spoken negatively on your name or tried to distort your character in some way. It's not for just they do it for a reason. You know what I'm saying? People just don't lie on you for no reason. It's always something behind it that cause people to have to paint a character that they don't want to see in you or that they want you to have, So maybe you used to be a certain person from back in the day. Well, you're no longer that person anymore. And there are people still trying to align you with who you used to be. Or even the person you never were. They're just adding more lies on top of lies. And it's because of their own insecurities. Pray for those people. Pray that they get it right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't have time to go back and forth with anyone who is causing issues in my so-called relationships that never were. Because if they were really a friend, they would have never agreed or allow anyone to step to them and let them distort your character. They would have defended you and they would have sent that person on their merry way. But there are people who took the bait, took money, paid them, oh, well, don't deal with this person, I'll pay you, or whatever it is that these people have done. I want to call it weak energy. At the end of the day, people are who they are. And you cannot change people. People, they have to level up on their own. They have growing to do, and it's just nothing you can do about it. It's nothing I cannot stop people from not loving me. I mean, I cannot stop people from being my friend. Like, if a person don't want to be my friend again, if a person doesn't want to talk to me, then that's just what it is. This is what you've learned how to heal from. You learn how to say bye. And so with the moon card in reverse, this is, this is an imbalance for people, because even though it is true clarity, it makes people feel uncomfortable. It makes people feel like, you got to see you for who you are to do stuff like that. But then again, it's like, Chosen, you got to say thank you to these people, because then it really shows you who really is rocking with you. You know what I'm saying? Because people be knowing it's a full face lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, people know it be a lie. But because there's, I don't know what it is. I don't know why people just fall for it so easily. Because I swear, like, if it was me, like, there has been, like, has there ever been someone who just walked up to me that random, that I don't know? Like, how do you have someone random that you don't know tell you about someone that you actually are getting to know, or someone you've actually known for a while, distort a person's character who you once called a friend? Like, you never was that person's friend. You never was that person's friend. I don't get how people are able to do it. I don't, because to me, it's just a person who's very narcissistic. Like, you're a narc. You're obsessed. You're sickly. To even waste your time to follow someone to see who they're hanging with, because you're angry because someone is actually healed. Someone's actually done the healing work to become their better self, and you're mad. And now you want to say this person is better than, oh, this person thinks that they're better. Oh, they think they're all that. When really you're really modest, Chosen. You can't help it that your light is glowing. You can't help it that you have a good heart. You can't help it that you have a good spirit, and that people want to lie on your character. People want to put you in a room of confusion to mask you or make you feel like you are outcast. Like, what is up with that energy? I just don't understand it. So with the Justice and the Empress card, this is just saying that, go ahead and do it on your own until the Most High God sends you people that really rock with you, Chosen. People that won't turn against you. People that won't gossip behind your back and lie on your character. People that won't pretend in your face as if they're rocking with you, but deep, are dealing with people that you once were connected to hold some sort of power and control over you. People who want to lie in your face about situations that have happened that they know never happened before, but want to make you feel a way because the truth that you told them they can't handle, but they want to make you feel a way. Like, let it happen, because it's just, you're going to have victory, Chosen, because you're showing your strength. And there are people who are feeling they're feeling a way about it, Chosen. But like, I don't know, like, maybe your light does make people feel as if they need to do healing. But if that's the case, then why don't you? If you have a friend that's really like a chosen being, why would you believe a lie that someone else is this trying to distort? Like, you're trying to, anyone just trying to like distort someone's character. Like, I've literally done a lot for this person, and it's just like, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It still shows everybody for who they really are. So let's just say someone went around telling the truth about you. How would you feel about the truth being revealed about your character and the things you've done behind the chosen's back? Because you did a lot, but you don't tell that side. You only tell lies on a person because your insecurities, you're having issues. You're acting as if everything is okay in your life, and so you want to sabotage someone else's life because you haven't done any of the healing work. And now you feel as if someone's calling you out because now you are a reflection of what you may have not done in your life. You may not have done no healing. You may not have been an authentic person. You may have done a lot of hurtful things behind the scenes and the screens to other people. And now, because you've not done any work, you want to bring someone down because you're down. How does that really look for you? How is it working out for you? I remember someone told me that one day, like, how is that working out for you? I always keep that, keep that word, because it hurt when they said that, because that shit is real. It didn't work out for me. A lot of shit did not work out for me. But I had to work with what worked out for me. Shit, I'm not good in math. Okay? So I have to figure out, like, okay, how can I get a degree in something that I actually know how to do? Like, okay, I do know how to write a little bit. I can work with that. I know I can get maybe like a B or a C in that. So let me go with let me do something that I'm good at. So everybody can bring something to the table. Hey, maybe you're good at math. I'm good at writing. I'm good at, I'm a little creative. I'm good with my hands. Like, everybody is good with something. No one is just sitting here not good with nothing. Use your creative abilities to be on top in your own way, in your own light. You don't have to be a cookie cutter of someone else's. Everyone has the ability to become their best self. You don't have to bring others down because some things may not be working out in your life. It's okay. The chosen have been there. I've been there. I've had difficult situations in my life where I thought I'd never get out of them. But I never thought about bringing others down because I'm down. Like, if I'm down, I'm just going to be down until I get up. Someone's literally spiraling out of control, and it's causing more conflict and confusion in your own life. The scales have to balance. So even if you do try to paint someone's character out to be something that is not, you'll get karma for that, especially messing with a chosen being. Like, it's getting worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, chosen. With that said, God is the judge. God is always going to be the judge. And no matter how many people try to leave you out in the cold, because people are afraid that you will meet people better than them. But these are the people who walked and stepped all on you. Poisoned your name, poisoned your character, tried to ruin your reputation. You know what I'm saying? Having groups and text, like group text. I remember someone creating a group text without me in it. All of my so-called friends were in it. My family was in the group text. And it was a friend who actually showed me, like, look what this person created, this group about you. Like, this group was about me. And so I told my friend, I said, if you really rock with me, you would have been disconnected yourself from that. You would have been, like, you would have never accepted. You would have erased it. You know what I'm saying? But you were cool enough to tell me. I like that because it's something that I would do. You know, I honestly feel like I've been a good friend. I was never a fake person. People know that shit. And as much as people want to lie on me, you know, I can't, what am I going to do? I cannot go, maybe, I'm not saying I was here perfect, but I know I was a good friend. Now, when I was in my relationship, was I a good partner? In the beginning, yeah. But again, everybody has issues in their relationships. No relationship is freaking perfect. So don't sit here and say that, everything someone else did was all bad, but you didn't do nothing. Even in my book that I wrote, I spoke highly about a person. Even when there were a lot of negative things I could have said, I never once spoke negatively about this person. I only wrote about me and what I could have done better. That is holding yourself accountable. This is where healing becomes. Because when you start holding yourself accountable, then you can start loving yourself because you are gaining respect for the insecurities that you have, and you are healing your inner child by holding yourself accountable for the things that you've messed up on. No one's perfect, not even a chosen being. Everyone has issues. No one has ever had, you can never say you've had a perfect relationship where everyone did this and everyone did that. Because if it was so perfect, why did that person leave? You know what I'm saying? With that said, guys, I'm not sitting here saying that I was perfect, but what I do know is that when I couldn't get it right, at least I tried to hold myself accountable. I worked on myself as much as I could to become my best self, to become my authentic self. And that's all it is. It's just releasing ego. A lot of people have issues with ego, but instead of us going through an ego death, we get mad at others for doing the work that they've done to heal. And we have these insecurities, and we project how we feel about ourselves onto other people, wanting to hold other people up in their wanting to cause blockages in other people's lives and their relationships. But again, I'm going to say thank you to anyone who has went to people that I was actually friends with, who I've actually considered friends. Like literally a person that I let use my vehicle. Like I let use my vehicle when their vehicle went down, with my tags and everything on it. Literally, the car, then the car not working now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never had to do shit like that. Not saying that this person ain't did shit, but who gives their vehicle out like that? A single mother at that. What if I needed that car? What if it's just, people have the audacity, to team up and try to paint people out to look or like make people look like they're just a horrible person. And you can't see through the lies and manipulation. If you can't see through the lies and manipulation that people send you, then that just shows me that you may be weak and you need to heal. Because you want to believe that lie. You just want to believe a lie because maybe you've been lying to yourself. So maybe you starting to be a little envious because of someone else's growth. So you like, yeah, I'm like, it's just making you feel like you want to be a part of a chaos and all this crazy shit when all of us can win and be on top. But it's all good. With that said, there is judgment that is happening, and the Most High God is going to is telling you that this is just what you're supposed to go through, chosen. So even if you feel like you weren't supposed to go through it, you are, so be okay with that. There are people who are lying on the chosen, and they're literally now looking behind their back, trying to figure out who's true in their circle. After all of the pain that you want to cause for others, you got the audacity to want loyal people in your life. But look at the disloyalty that you do to yourself, because everything that you try to do to a chosen being is what you're doing to yourself. Anytime you try to bring someone else down, you're only bringing yourself down. You're not hurting nobody but yourself, because it's strengthening the person who's on the journey to grow anyway. It's helping the person to learn to be stronger in their spiritual walk anyway, and to be less codependent. Like, a chosen being will not be codependent on people. We're okay with being loners. You know what I'm saying? So with that said, have a wonderful day, guys. That's just a message from the ancestors in the Most High. And it was amazing how I pulled Matthew's 27:45, when Jesus died on the cross, and he was crucified. This is a section, this is a part of what the chosen are going through. So congratulations to getting this far, chosen, and to doing the work on yourself. You recognizing what a true leader is, what a person is in their, what you are, realizing what you truly are in your walk of becoming your best self, and not being tempted by others, having your own mind to elevate your own self along with your entire spiritual team, and not being affected by what other people say to you when it comes to other people, because you're gaining the knowledge on your own. You're not allowing random people to walk up to you to gossip and tell lies about another person, and you being persuaded easily to believe what someone else says about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really thinking, like, what are these people telling these people? What are you saying? I'm literally trying to put two and two together. And how is this happening? Like, are you following me as I hang out with people that I thought that I was friends with? Like, what are you doing? Do you know that this shit is going to catch up with you? Like, God is not playing. You're not right. You're wrong. And for anyone who believes a fucking lie, for anyone who will literally, like, if you're a grown ass old man and you're literally believing a lie that someone is telling you, someone randomly just pops up where you are, or calls you randomly and speaks negatively on a person, and you literally believe a fucking lie, you are a weak ass individual. With that said, y'all have a blessed day. Peace.